Howdy folks, Keywii here, and welcome to Tuesday. So, I took my week off and I'm back and things are awesome. Now, today I have something special for you. As some of you, but maybe not all of you might know, I am a writer. I do writing things. I make stories and worlds and characters and all the nonsense. I also do funny voices when I feel like it, but not today. uh, so, um, I have been writing for a very long time. I tried to go published, but that didn't end up working when I couldn't fucking find a publisher. But that's fine. That's fine. But so today I decided, well, I mean, you guys have been real good lately. You guys have been real cool and real chill. What if I shared with you some of my work? What if I delved into the world of my writing and you guys got to enjoy a little bit of it? What if that? So that's what we intend to do today, or that's what I intend to do today. So I have a story that I wrote. It's like a fan fiction kind of story that I wrote for I don't know, a year or so. There's like several different things on it. It's called Stuff But Wrong. Essentially, what it is it's a summary of a thing. In this case, a game. You got a game, you got show, you got whatever, and I just get a lot of the details wrong, and it's funny. Haha, funny. Laugh at the funny. Today, and if I ever decide later on I'll do more, I might, but today I will do Portal But Wrong. So, you are about to learn about the video game Portal. Portal is a computer-exclusive video game starring one human and... God, I can't even speak. Portal is a computer-exclusive video game starring one human and her collective of homicidal and quite frankly rude robot companions. It's also a puzzle game where the solution to each puzzle is standing on the button long enough to die of radioactive button poisoning. The human in question is Michelle Rambo, an unnamed test taker woken up in her glass dungeon and told she has a minute to find a way out or suffer 19 rooms of pain and suffering. Suffer is put twice. She fails to escape in the time limit, and the boombox threatening her breaks open the wall for her. Rambo walks through the clean, pristine floors until she encounters her first problem, and she asks the player, that's you, to open the door for her. You accept. Having no other choice, strap to your chair, and she is free to continue. The crazy voice in Rambo's head, speaking from the radios, tells her what to expect for the next while, all while making various threats on each and every part of her body. This includes her teeth and tooth enamel. What a threat! But anyway, after Rambo gets to the second room, she gets her own set of breaching charges. They can make holes in any wall. The underground dungeon she's in doesn't obey physics, though, so no matter what part of the wall she breaks down, the hollow doesn't lead to the other side. Rambo coerces the player, again you, to solve all her puzzles for her, including but not limited to solving momentum until after a certain while she's awarded for her efforts. That should be rewarded, but whatever. Rambo ignores the insane radio frequency in her head and picks up the true second piece of her puzzle, which is a gun. As it turns out, the physics in this place respond to wanton acts of gun violence, and wherever you shoot the wall, that becomes the exit to the battering ram entrances. Not much happens in terms of story for a while, except all the story you aren't being told, which is why all the paintings are watching you despite there being nothing in the canvas. The cracks are forming in the clean brick walls, though, as the voice starts lying to Rambo. It tells her that it's an excellent baker, and that she's getting close to the end. This is around when the physics take the revenge on you by mounting auto-firing guns everywhere in your path. Rambo narrowly avoids these guns, and in turn dismantles a few of them, but not before she finds the love of her life. Or at least that's what she thinks. She's really lonely in there. Either way, she finds a large novelty die with a pink heart on it in place of the one dot. The fucking One Piece. Rambo has to roll the six-sided die many times in order to outplay probability for a while, but the physics outplay her again, and the last time she rolls, the floor opens up and steals her giant novelty die. Excuse me. Crushed, Rambo continues on where it's business as usual until something strange happens. The floor opens up again, slowly this time, to reveal a fire which the radio tells her reaches up to 45,000 degrees. It's pretty hot, so she uses her quick wit and gun to escape the trap. The dungeon has a moment of self-reflection, and after rumbling in rage, it tries to reason with her. It reveals that it was the radio in her head the whole time and apologizes for lying, trying to make friends with Rambo. But the human sees through this ruse and points aggressively down a straight hallway, screaming that she's calling the voice out, and that she's headed directly to the heart of the dungeon to rip it to pieces. As Rambo charges full tilt down every hallway she finds, the dungeon physics attempt to set traps. Broken rooms, more wall-mounted guns, false markings on the wall to confuse her, but Rambo lives up to her namesake and faces every hardship all the stronger as a result. Until the final showdown, Rambo enters the core of the dungeon and the two face off in a battle of wits. She rips pieces of the core off one by one, tossing them into the open fire pit of the floor, until there's nothing left. The dungeon, in its final words, explains that it doesn't truly know what's going on outside, but it's horrors the likes of which Michelle Rambo could never imagine. A stairway up to the surface opens up, and Rambo walks the stairs of victory, finding herself at an abandoned border checkpoint before she gets one last transmission in her head. This time, a song about staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. And then the sequel came out 5 years later, the end. And that is Portal But Wrong. Every detail curated specifically to be as wrong as possible, based on the truth. But I had a lot of fun writing that, and I definitely did more. I did Ruby But Wrong, but that one's like 3 times the length of Portal But Wrong, and we're already, well, I mean, it's not even 10 minutes yet, but whatever. You know what? I could do Ruby But Wrong another time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I, of course, am Keywii. You've been great to yourself a delightful day. I love you all, and I will see you next week.